Hi, this is Monte from Performance, and we're back with our workout of the week. This week what we're going to do is break our workout down into different body parts. So we're going to do the first set, we're going to do 4 sets of 8 reps, and we're going to do all upper body stuff. Then we're going to do 4 sets of 8 reps, lower body, and then we're going to do some core work after that. So for our upper body, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do push-ups. You can do your push-ups on the ground, you can do push-ups on a box, if you're doing them on a box or on a windowsill. Tight core, we don't want to do push-ups on our knee because we lose all the core strength when we do it on our knees. So tight core, elbows are going to come back at a 45, not out of the 90. You're going to lower yourself down and push back up. So once again, you're only going to do 8 of those, so challenge yourself a little bit to do those 8. After that, you're going to grab a set of dumbbells. You've got 8 of these. So a lot of times people will think, oh, I've got to choose heavier bells than this. Don't do that. Go with 8 to 10 to 12 pound dumbbells. If you go higher than 12, you're not going to do it right. So 8 to 10 to 12. So nice tight core. You're going to do 8. Bring the bells out here, pausing, coming back down, back up again, pause, and come back down. After that, I want you to turn the back of your hands forward, chest pull down, core tight. You're going to come here, pause, come back down, come here, pause, and come back down. So you've got 8 of those. 8 of the thumbs up, 8 of the back of the hands forward. After that, I want you to do an upright row. You can grab your kettlebell for this, or you can use a dumbbell. I'll use a kettlebell. Basically, I want you to do is pull, elbows driven out, you're pulling your hands up to your chin and back down. Keep your core tight on this, keep your butt tight. We don't want a lot of pressure on your lower back, so use that core as a brace, kind of as a shelf to set everything on. So tight core, tight butt. So we'll pick our kettlebell up, elbows gonna be out, tight core, tight butt. You bring it up to your chin and back down, up to your chin and back down. So you've got 8 of those. And we'll finish with a shoulder press. Grab your dumbbells again. On these, the way I like to press is I like to press with my elbows closer to the midline as opposed to out here. So elbows close to midline, core tight, butt tight. I want you to do is punch the ceiling. So punch the ceiling, come back down, punch the ceiling again. One of the things that's really important when you press is make sure your hand is going by, your arm is going by your ear and not out here. So it's really difficult to press out here because of obviously gravity's pulling down. So you want that arm right by your head, let the weight go down through your arm, down through your leg, down into your heel. So keep those elbows in and press, punch the ceiling, come back down on your press. So you got 4 sets of 8 on those repetitions, or those exercises. When you're that, we're going to move to our lower body. So the first we're going to do is going to start off with a wall squat. So find a spot on the wall that is smooth. There's no windows, no cutouts. We'll go over and do on this wall. So on your wall squat, I want you to get your toes close to the wall. You can have your arms out, your chest close to the wall, or you can put them down between your legs. Your goal is to pull yourself down into a squat and go as low as you can go. If your hands are down between your legs, you can reach for trying to touch the baseboard and come back up. So, and your nose is close to the wall. So once again, I'm set up close to the wall. Obviously your legs are going to have to be spread out a little wider in your shoulders. Hands are close to the wall. You're going to slide yourself down, a little pause at the bottom, and come back up, go back down again. So on your wall squats, we're going to do 10 wall squats. After wall squats, we're going to work on a reverse lunge. On your reverse lunge, I want you to think about stepping back, lowering yourself down, and driving up. So you're going to drive out of that front heel. Make sure when you're coming down, don't bang your knee, whatever you do. So you're going to drive down one side, back down on the other. You have a total of 8 reverse lunges on each side. After our reverse lunge, we're going to do a goblet squat. Find a kettlebell. I would say one that's significantly heavy because you're only going to do 8. So you're going to clean the bell up. So instead of picking it up, struggling and picking it up this way and potentially dropping it on your toe, I want you to take the bell, stand back a little bit. You're going to have a little swing and just pop it up. So you're going to swing a little bit and just pop it up, catch it in your arms. Very simple. Pull yourself down into a squat, a little pause at the bottom, come back up. Think about driving out of your heels. So weight's going to be on your heels. Think about driving up out of your heels. So you have 8 of those. We're going to finish with a swing. I notice a lot of times around the gym, you see a lot of people swinging with their arms, swinging with their lower back. All that's going to do is injure you. So avoid that. If you have a question about how to swing, there's some people that really know how to swing around here. There's Melissa who teaches the group classes. You can grab her. She also teaches the mid-morning kettlebell class. Catch me. There's a couple other members that have taken the kettlebell classes that really know how to swing. So try to catch somebody that knows how to swing if you have a question about it. And once again, always ask me. I'll be glad to help you. But you want to create the power with your butt. It's going to give you the most benefit for your swing. You're going to get the most power out of your swing. So use your butt. So once again, you're going to step back from your bell, 1.5 feet or so. Hip hinge, squat down, reach out, grab your bell. You're swinging to your butt, snapping through. My weight is on my heels. When I snap through, my legs are tight, my butt's tight, my core is tight. I'm letting the bell float up and send it back down. So once again, if you have a question on swing, is it my swing great? Does my swing need help? Just ask somebody or ask me and I'll be glad to help you anytime. So 4 sets of 8 on those repetition or exercises. We're going to finish with our core. So we're going to start off with a plank. And what you do is plank on the ground. If the ground's really hard for you, plank on a box. But the goal is with your plank, I want you to, if you plank on your hands, set your hands out so they're right underneath your shoulders. So I don't want them way up above your shoulders or way out wide. Set them up so they're right underneath your shoulders, like this. Okay, so set them up right underneath your shoulders. If you're going to plank on your elbows, down here, think about pulling your shoulder blades back and keeping that core nice and tight. When you plank on your elbows, please don't cross your hands. We have so many people with rounded shoulders. We want you to keep your hands out, your shoulders pulled down, lock that in really tight. Don't plank like this hunched over. It's just going to cause more damage that someday someone's going to have to try to fix when you're all hunched over. So pull those things down. We spend enough time hunched over our phones, hunched over our computers. Pull those down now and just work on doing that. So we're going to do a plank. I'm going to do it for 1 minute. After our plank, we're going to do a Russian twist. You can grab a dumbbell. You can grab a kettlebell. I'll try it with this one. This might be a little heavy. But you're going to bring the bell up. You're going to come back and forth with your bell. Keep that core tight, rotating back and forth. If you can, do it with your feet off the ground. If you can't, do it with your heels on the ground, but back and forth with that bell, keeping your core nice and tight. After that, we'll do a leg lower. Your leg lowers, focus on tilting your pelvis, driving your belly button down into the ground. You don't need to sit your hands up underneath your butt to support it because this lower back is ground, so it doesn't need support. So your legs are going to be up, core is nice and tight. You're going to bring it down, tap your heel, come back up, back down, tap your heel, come back up. Keeping that core tight the entire time. So we're going to finish off that with a reverse sit-up. Reverse sit-ups are amazing. They're really difficult for me because I've had my core cut twice. If you've had C-sections or any abdominal surgery, they are very difficult, but they're awesome. So what we want you to do, sit up like you're in the top of your sit-up. In your mind, count to 5. So you're starting here and you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up again and back down, counting to 5. So you're going to do 12 of those. So once again, the key is keeping that core nice and tight, lowering yourself down. If all of a sudden your core gives way and you drop back down, that's fine. Start over and come back down again. So once again, if you have any questions, make sure you ask me on Facebook. Catch me at the gym. If you like the video, make sure you share it with your friends. And I will talk to you later.